Big breaking news coming in this afternoon. According to sources, government has hinted to both Pakistan and to the Hurriyat that NSA talks will be in jeopardy if separatists do meet Sartaj Aziz in New Delhi. The Pakistan High Commission had earlier invited Kashmiri separatist leaders for consultations with its national security advisor Sartaj Aziz ahead of NSA-level talks scheduled between India and Pakistan on Sunday. The invite has been extended to separatist leaders including Mirwais Umar Farooq and Syed Ali Shah Gilani. Both the separatists have already accepted the invitation. The big news that we're getting this hour is that government sources saying that a subtle hint has been sent both to Islamabad and to Hurriyat leaders in Kashmir that NSA-level talks will be called off if that meeting between Aziz and separatists does take place before Sunday. We have Maha Siddiqui on the phone line with us. Maha, the government sending out hints to Islamabad saying that this crucial meeting should not take place.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, what my sources have told me is that the talks could be in jeopardy. They are not yet saying that the talks will be called off. Simi, let's make a distinction between the two. They are saying that the talks will be in jeopardy, and that is the signal that has been sent to Pakistan as well as to Hurriyat leaders. Now, they are also drawing a distinction saying that the meeting between Hurriyat and Sartaj Aziz should not take place before the NSA-level talks. That we already know that an invitation has been extended, and at least two people we know were supposed to meet Sartaj Aziz on 23rd evening for the reception. That is Yasin Malik and Mirwais Umar Farooq. They had accepted the invite. What we were learning yesterday was that Syed Ali Shah Gilani could perhaps meet a day later, that is on the 24th, which would be after the meeting of the NSAs. So that was a separate issue, but these two meetings were still scheduled for 23rd evening, and that is something that hasn't gone down clearly well with India. India had already, remember, Simi, last year called off the foreign secretary level talks, if you remember, when Abdul Basit had met with Hurriyat leaders before the foreign secretary level talks, that is the Pakistan High Commission in India. So yet again, we saw that provocation coming in from Pakistan of the invitation being sent out to Hurriyat. And the hints are now being given to Pakistan that it would be very difficult to go ahead with NSA talks if this meeting happens. And the sources say the ball is now in Pakistan's court as to how they go ahead with it.
Right, Maha, you're making a very important point. Secretary level talks had also been called off around the same time last year after the scheduled meeting of separatist leaders with Pakistani officials at the High Commission in Delhi. We also managed to get an interview with Yashwant Sinha, senior BJP leader, who, while speaking to Karan Thapar, said that the Pakistani High Commissioner should be declared persona non grata and that talks should be called off. So there's also a chorus that's growing within the BJP that in light of those recent terror attacks in Gurdaspur and Udhampur and the fact that repeated ceasefire violations are being reported along the border, there should be a tough message that should be sent out by the Modi government to Pakistan.
Yes, absolutely. And the pressure was growing from the opposition as well. Simi, if you remember, just a few days back, when the LOC ceasefire violations were increasing and when in 24 hours 6 civilians died, then the Congress came out and said that it is not possible, or rather the government should call off the NSA level talks. But India was even at that point in time optimistic, saying that this perhaps is the right time to talk to Pakistan and to confront them with evidence that they have collected, evidence in the form of a live terrorist being caught and his interrogation, that is Naved, who was caught in the Udhampur attack. Now, India had ample evidence to present in the NSA level talks, and the sense was also in the establishment that it is Pakistan that is trying to derail the talks because they do not want to come on the table at this point when India has enough evidence with it to confront Pakistan over the issue of terrorism, and that these are deliberate attempts to derail the NSA level talks. And then just after that, 2 days ago, we have seen this invite being sent to Hurriyat. Clearly, the Indian side does understand that perhaps that is the belief on the Indian side that it is Pakistan's attempt to derail the NSA level talks. But remember, India has already taken a stand with regards to Hurriyat meeting last year of the FS level talks being called off. So, that same message is now being sent out again. Yes, there is intense pressure on the government from the opposition, and as you're pointing out, with some people from within BJP also saying that India should take a tough stand. But we have clearly seen the Prime Minister meeting Nawaz Sharif in Ufa, and both sides were keen at least at that point to go ahead and have some sort of a dialogue. But all that seems to be in a little bit of jeopardy right now.
Thanks so much for that update. We're going to keep coming back to you for more. That big message being sent out by the Indian government that NSA level talks will be in jeopardy if separatist leaders do meet Sartaj Aziz in the national capital ahead of that crucial meet on Sunday. Now, the Jammu and Kashmir government, meanwhile, has made a complete U-turn over the arrest of Hurriyat hardliners. After putting all big Hurriyat leaders under house arrest, they were released within 2 hours. All leaders from Gilani's faction have been released. However, the Hurriyat hawk is barred from holding any public meeting. Other separatist leaders along with Yasin Malik have also been released. The Pak High Commission had earlier invited Kashmiri separatist leaders for consultations with its National Security Advisor Sartaj Aziz ahead of NSA level talks scheduled on Sunday. And with Pakistan refusing to relent, the Indian government has sent out a signal to both Pakistan and Hurriyat that talks will be in jeopardy if Aziz does meet separatist leaders in the capital. Remember, last year, India had cancelled Foreign Secretary level talks with Pakistan after its High Commissioner invited separatist leaders for a meeting in New Delhi.
First of all, what is your reaction to this U-turn that suddenly seems to have been the buzzword about here? First, you're house arrested, then you're released, then you're house arrested again. How do you react to it?
I think this is not something new. I mean, every other day, more or less, we're under house arrest. So, but yes, the context was this time different. I think one got the impression that they are physically going to stop us from going to Delhi and not meeting the NSA, which is sad. I think it's very unfortunate that politics has stooped to such a level where, I mean, the whole idea behind the Hurriyats going to Delhi was that we wanted to strengthen the process of dialogue between the two countries. I mean, if they don't want to talk, if they have some reservations, or why make Hurriyat the scapegoat? I mean, that's a bigger question. And I mean, at a time when we are seeing so much of tension at the LOC, so much of firing is going on, innocents are being killed. So everybody was hoping that this time the focus would be that how to make things right, how to put the process in motion, how to in fact give continuity to this whole process. But sadly, I think we are still undecided on the first step. Whether people are meeting, not meeting. I mean, first of all, the issue is that this is not an official meeting. I mean, although we would like to have an official meeting with the Pakistanis and of course have dialogue with the Indians to address the issue. I mean, it's a reception which was being hosted, and I mean half of Delhi is going to be there. So is the Hurriyat leadership. So I mean, how will the heavens fall if the Hurriyat is also there and we also get to talk, and we obviously will be talking in the context of Kashmir. So I think that the government is they don't have any. There doesn't seem to be any sincerity in the whole process.
Right, there was high drama in Srinagar ahead of those talks. The Hurriyat leaders have now been released after they were put under house arrest this morning.